What's up, everybody? Nexius here with episode 2 of my Players8 challenge. I just want to give a quick thank you to Swift Scout for encouraging me to continue this series. I was going to continue it, it's just I wasn't as motivated, so I don't know when the episodes were going to come out. Once every couple weeks, once a week. I don't know. I didn't really have a plan for it. I usually don't have plans for my videos, honestly, but I was really encouraged to start playing again, at least the second episode here. So thank you, Swift Scout, for the encouragement on this series. So this is going to be Players8, episode 2, where we, I believe, last left off on Radamant, I think we killed Radamant and then stopped. So we're going to get right into it here. So that is correct. We were on the end of Radamant. We defeated Radamant, and now we must find the staff and the Horadric cube. So we'll see how far we can go here. It's 12:30, around that my time. So let's try and get about an hour in if we can. If we can defeat Duriel in an hour, that would be crazy because Players8 can be pretty tough. So we are running the lightning build. Yes, we are, because poison is not very effective against undead. So we need to go lightning for this. If there wasn't a lot of undead in Act 2, we could very much easily just run poison, but we don't have that, so we are going with the lightning build. Let's resurrect our mercenary. I think we had one, so let's just double check. Yes, we do. Mercenary Act 2 is really good for damage early on. It is Players8, so he might just die anyway. But usually, at least if you're playing Players 1 and by yourself, the mercenary is just incredibly valuable for the extra damage. Like, all it takes is a simple polearm, and he's already doing 35 to 70 damage. So, highly recommend. Now, these guys give a lot of XP, so I definitely want to kill them. My worry, though, is on Players8, they get, I think, 45% extra damage, so my mercenary is probably going to die here. Okay, excellent. I'll let him finish him off, because he's lightning enchanted. Excellent. So a couple things I want to note there for any of you that are new. Lightning enchanted, whenever there's something enchanted, they have high resistances in that area. So lightning enchanted means he has high lightning resistances, and every time he takes damage, he emits lightning bolts, right? So me causing him to throw out lightning bolts for very little damage is kind of pointless for me to attack. Much safer to just let my mercenary kill. As I was saying earlier, it is on Players8. So Players8 monsters get about, I think it's 400% extra health. Champion pack here, nice. So let's kill these guys. Champion packs give 300% experience, or in this case here, he's a super unique. They give 500%. So very good XP. I'm generally skipping monsters here to just until I get to the quest, or in this case here, until I see like an elite pack. They're definitely worth killing. So, as I was saying, they have about 45% extra damage, so it's very easy to die. I am playing hardcore, so if I die even once, my character is done, gone after restart. So, a lot to pretty much cover there. So we did hit level 17, so let's put some stats in, some extra lightning damage. And what we're doing here is we need to find the Halls of the Dead, which is in this area, but we also need to find the pathway into Far Oasis. So if I can find one of those, that would be really good. Another elite pack here, it looks like. Let's pull down a little bit here. Immediately going to give the mercenary a health potion. He's probably going to die, though, if I'm being honest here. He's completely surrounded. Nice, he's not dying. That's all I'm asking. I just don't want him to die. We can clear this eventually, but I need his help to do it. Okay, there's his death. One thing I noticed, too, is I should be using Inner Sight. I forgot I have Inner Sight here. I usually don't use this ability in Players 1 because everything just dies anyway. But on Players8, Inner Sight is going to help a lot, so I need to remember to use that. Alright, so extra energy, poison res, that's a really good ring early on. Are we missing anything? Doesn't look like we're missing anything. Extra javelin. We got 2 javelins left in this. That's funny. Okay, so we're going to enter the portal with the Merc. We're going to Inner Sight to increase our chances of hitting them, so we're not sitting there missing. It's a big deal because my attack rating is kind of low. So we just have to make sure we have this covered. So let's go in. Hopefully Mercenary does not die right away. Inner Sight. Think of Inner Sight as increasing your chance to actually hit the target. Look how much I'm hitting them now. It's like technically a damage increase because every time you miss, that is 0 damage, whereas otherwise it could be almost 300 on each single strike. So Inner Sight to me is a very underrated ability. A lot of people don't really use it. Okay, so high defense here, damage reduced. That's actually really nice. I'm actually going to throw this on the Mercenary because he actually takes a lot of damage. He tanks it for me, as what I'm seeing. So I want to make sure he lives. That's the important thing. His damage is very important, and just basically he's taking a lot of the damage. So we got to be careful with that. So I'm going to give him the Angelic. It's not that big of a deal for me. Let's find the Halls of the Dead. Hopefully we can find it pretty quickly here. Act 2 and Act 3 are what are like those two acts where it's very easy to get lost, or at least take a lot of time in the area. So I'm just trying to like check the open areas because the halls is in the open, but we kind of want to hug the wall at the same time because that's where the next path is. So it's probably going to be up the ramp, which we'll have to go up. Yep, looks like that's the case. So we have to go all the way back to this ramp. I doubt it's down here. If the halls is down here, that's going to be unfortunate because it's a lot of wasted time. So that's what we want to do. We want to find Halls of the Dead. If we can find the waypoint at the same time, that's going to be extremely good because we will have to come back to Dry Hills to get to the Oasis. So hopefully we find the waypoint as well. Alright, so we're mostly skipping this. One of the reasons why I'm not killing everything is this is on Players 8. We get a lot of bonus XP. I think it's 400% or something like that. I can't remember the exact numbers. I always forget. I've been playing this game for so long and I always forget, but it's something like that. So I think this is to the Far Oasis. Is it? Yes, it is. We're going to set a town portal here. We have to come back so we can find, hopefully, the waypoint and the Halls of the Dead. So let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying about the experience, because it's on Players 8, we get a lot more experience. So we don't have to kill as many monsters because we get so much experience off that. So generally you want to be about level 15 by the time you get to Arcane. Well, I'm not even close to that and I'm level 17. So there's the Halls of the Dead. I guess we'll clear this out. Well, I would prefer to skip most of it if we can, since I'm already way ahead in levels, but we might have to be forced to kill stuff. Please don't be a dead end. Good. It would be extremely unfortunate if we somehow got trapped. That could either lead to a death, or it will force me to leave. And if I have to leave, that means I have to run all the way back. Okay, that's a lot of scary damage. Excellent. Alright, no big deal. I should also mention that I am about to hit level 18, and this is a big deal because Charged Strike actually does not take attack rating, so you don't have to worry about Inner Sight, for example, in that case. So Charged Strike is going to be something we're very much looking forward to at level 18. Now, the only question I have is it better than how much damage I do with Power Strike? Like, I can pretty much one or two shot these guys. That's a dead end there, that's a room, so we don't want to bother wasting time going in there. Technically, I don't have to kill these guys. I can just skip past. I guess we'll check top left first. Small charm, healing potion, poison res. That's pretty good right there, actually. So hopefully we find level 3, or at least the waypoint. The waypoint will help a lot. Ooh, that's a lot of damage from javelins. Inner Sight. Alright, let's keep this up. About to hit 18. Okay, so we're just going to skip past. Nice, there's our 18. Now, I'm wondering if it's actually worth going into Charge Strike. How much damage is it? 1 to 66? Let's go ahead and do that. Actually, we'll do that after. We'll stick to Power Strike for now. And hopefully we can handle this until we actually get the swap. So there's level 3. Excellent. Ooh, Champion Pack, and these guys do a lot of damage. We gotta be careful here. Let's try and get the Mercenary to take the damage. That Inner Sight is very valuable. Wow. Hitting them for that much every single time with no misses. Again, I cannot stress enough how much... Ooh, that's a deadly trap. Pretty sure that's not it. So we're going to head up. I cannot stress enough how good Inner Sight is early on if you're doing a challenge like this. We're going to check up here just because it looks safer. Okay, that's not it. Too bad we can't close that. So now we have to kill a bunch of skeletons. So this is going to be a little bit annoying because we don't have good area effect. We have big single target, but we have to go through everything. So one at a time, slowly. Honestly, it's kind of fast though. Looking at it now, just 1 or 2 shots. Ooh, that is a lot. We gotta be careful here. Let's kill these as quick as we can. Excellent. Mercenary is barely dying. I don't know if that has anything to do with the armor, since I gave it to him, or what, but either way, as long as he's not dying, that's all I care about. Chipped sapphire. Let's pick up the wand. Usually these sell for a lot. When they have skills on them, they usually sell for a lot of gold, so I want to make sure I have that. Because that will allow us to buy a lot more potions continuously, which is good. Okay, excellent. Let the Merc finish him off. This build actually isn't that bad. Like, I'm actually liking this. I was afraid of the attack rating, but it's actually not that bad. No, I'm guessing the floor is right actually over there, which is unfortunate. I'll finish checking this side just in case, but I think it's over here now, just based off that room. If we could get our mercenary over here, that would be really nice. Let's head on up. This could actually be it right here too. Yes, it is. Good. Good thing I double checked. Or not double checked. Good thing I decided to check here anyway. Because this is it.
I need money.
Okay. I'm running low on mana potions. That has me a bit afraid. No more mana potions. Any here? Nope, just rejuvenations. Just gonna run up. Can I get this cube? Give me the cube. Okay, so what I need to do now is I could leave, but then I don't really want to run all the way back. So I guess I'll just look for the waypoint at Halls of the Dead, because there is one on level 2. So we're gonna head up. And hopefully we can find the waypoint quick so we can take that to town and then take my portal to Dry Hills or Far Oasis again since I left it there. Alright, come on waypoint, come on waypoint. Excellent. So time saved a lot there because we found that pretty quickly. So what we need to do now is move things around. Hitalize Sander here, sell. See, 10,000 gold right there based off the skills. And we got 1,600 there. That's still pretty good. That's like 16 potions. So just a small tip there for anyone that's like, maybe you have played Diablo for a long time, but maybe you don't know some of the ins and outs like that. Wands, anything that gives class skills, wands, scepters, all that different stuff, staves, they're really good for gold. So let's get all these mana potions. Alright, so now next goal is to go to the Far Oasis and get the Staff of Kings. So, Far Oasis. If we can find the waypoint as well as the maggot lair, that's going to be very good. The waypoint will allow us to then go to Lost City afterwards, so that's what we also need. Really good attack rating boost there. Champion pack, triple experience gain. This damage is pretty good actually. For Players 8. This is not Players 1, this is Players 8, so like this is good damage. Alright, that is a lot of Itchies. That's kind of a funny name, Itchies. Death by Itchies. Alright, nice. Waypoint, this is very good. So now we can just go to the maggot lair without worrying about getting back. Once we get the maggot lair, we can get the Staff of Kings, take the maggot lair waypoint afterwards, and find the Lost City. So now the challenge is finding the maggot lair because it's in the open, and as you guys can see, there's a lot of open land, which means we'll be spending a lot of time finding it. Lost City is probably like right over here. I'm just getting this itch, I guess you could say, of where Lost City is. Otherwise, it's going to be a ramp. So up here, looks like it's going to be a dead end. Yep. Sometimes you can tell a little bit in the maps after playing for so long. You can tell little things. Nice, maggot lair. We'll just go right in because the waypoint's right there. Excellent. I think I might switch over to Charge Strike in the next level here. I just want to get like 2 or 3 points into Charge Strike before I actually commit to that build. Lucky level 2, close by. So let's head on over. I want to get a couple abilities or skill points into Charge Strike before we switch. Because, as you guys know in Diablo, when you decide to pick a build, you need a lot of points into it because the damage and whatnot is based off that. So, even though it's level 18 and I would have 1 point into it, it's just not going to do as much compared to my Power Strike here. Now these are Scarabs, so I don't know if they have lightning resistance. I'm pretty sure they do. Like, some monsters just have natural resistances, and then in this case they have lightning. I think that's the case with the Scarabs, I'm not 100% sure. Top left, let's go, level 3, dead end, okay. Actually, let's kill these Scarabs. They are huge in experience. Don't die, mercenary. Don't die. Let's give you all the potions. Any potions you need, just don't die. Excellent. Okay, rejuvenation. Smoke sphere. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason these don't usually give that much gold, even with class abilities on them. I don't know why that's the case. But I still like to pick them up and sell them because, I don't know, dying hope, I guess, that they give a lot of gold. But the smoke sphere, like those sorceress orbs, that's what those are. Those you would think would give a lot of gold for the class skills, but they actually don't. It's kind of like druid helmets, barbarian helmets. Sometimes they can give you good gold, but by themselves with class abilities, it's not like 10,000, if I remember correctly. Okay. Breastplate, that's pretty good. Actually, I want to keep this leather armor. I'm starting to think we should do a bit of Countess. Just a couple times for the Talon Ethrune, because that will allow us to have stealth. So now I'm starting to think we should do Countess. I should have done that a lot earlier, but I'm not worried. Because usually, like, if you're watching a speedrunner, or like you're just trying to get through normally, everyone likes to farm Countess before they get into Act 2. And that's because Tal Eth is so good for moving around, casting, faster hit recovery. Now something tells me this is going to be a dead end here. This is good experience, but we don't necessarily need experience. Okay, let's head on over. Yeah, dead end. I'm not going to kill those, because like as much as they are really good experience, I'm level 19, don't need it. We just want to get right through the staff here. By the time we get to Claw Viper, we'll be like 20. That's when I for sure will switch over to Charge Strike. I'm sure 3 skill points into Charge Strike will be enough on Players8 to just kill everything, hopefully. How expensive is it in mana? It's only 4. It's actually not that bad. What's my Power Strike? 5.2. Okay, it's roughly the same. Yeah, these Scarabs can be scary. Players8, that 40% extra damage on each charged bolt. If you're positioned in a very unlucky way and you get hit by like 5 bolts, could probably kill you instantly. You guys will know very well with Rakanishu at the Tristram Stones in Act 1. He has those charged bolts. If multiple bolts hit you at the same time, all of a sudden you're just dead instantly. That's what's so good about charged bolts. And on top of that, that's why Charged Strike here is going to be so good, because that's exactly what it does. It does a javelin poke, and then it actually stabs with multiple charged bolts. And the reason why it's so good, it's actually one of the best for single target damage for that reason. Because when you hit a big target like Diablo, every single bolt hits him at the same time, and that's where you get so much single target damage. You guys will see that later on here when we get to that point. Bosses are just so good. Big bosses, champion packs, anything like that, where like they have a lot of health, it's just so good for single target. Which is good for Players8 because they have a lot of health, so you just want to whack everything really strong. You want to hit hard, right? So that's why I'm also Javelin here over, say, Bow. Alright. Now, level 3 is usually northeast. Whenever you get into the 3rd level of Maggot Lair, the staff is always northeast in some kind of way. So I'm heading northeast now. Now I'm heading southeast, so it's probably not going to be here unless there's a northeast. So that's a path, so we will clear this. Hopefully it is over here. I might have to go to town, though. Yeah, I'm going to have to go to town. I'm out of mana potions. Almost level 20 here. Okay. I really should turn the music on. It is on, but like you guys can barely hear it. At least I barely hear it. So I don't know what's up with that. 3 sockets. Can we make anything out of that? No, we can't. So I'll just sell that. Oh, whoops. Did not want the miners. Okay, it is Players8. What's the option to set music? Because like music is disabled, it sounds like. Okay, I can barely hear it now. Okay, hopefully it doesn't get too loud now. So, okay, never mind. There's a northeast right here. I can see it. Let's be careful here. Scarabs. Champion pack as well. Okay, these guys are a bit of a pain. Dang. Oh, I'm stuck by a rockworm. This is the downside of Power Strike. There's so many minions here, but I don't have anything in regards to area of effect. That's going to be the Charge Strike, which I'm going into when I hit 20. Nice, here's our 20, Nephrune. We need a Talent Eth for the stealth. Let's pick everything up here. Okay, so now we can respec. We're going to do that real quick here. So we got the Charge Strike here. This is the big one that we want. Oh no, we do not need Penetrate because Charge Strike does not take attack rating. So let's respec here. Passive. We want some evasion here. Excellent. Enemy defense. Well, Charge Strike doesn't really take any. Let's see here. So Power Strike, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Strike, Lightning Fury. We'll just throw everything into Power Strike here. There we go. So what we want now is we want Charge Strike 1 to 129. How many bolts? Only 3. Okay, we'll have to see here if it's enough damage. Otherwise, I might have to go back to Power Strike. Oh yeah, it's looking like it's enough. Yep, Charge Strike is doing good. Alright, we got the Staff of Kings. So you guys can see those charge bolts. When those hit the same target all at once, it's just an enormous amount of damage, which is why we really wanted that at, well, technically 18, I guess, but I like to wait a couple levels before I actually commit to a build. So we got the Staff of Kings, excellent. Slow that in there. Now we get to take the waypoint to Far Oasis, head to Lost City, and now we get the Claw Viper Amulet. Horadric Cube, we want to take this. We'll actually wear that. We don't have a helmet. Don't need the Nephrune.
Hello.
Okay, what else are we missing here? Just potions, it looks like. Excellent. So, Far Oasis. There should be a ramp, I think, like right up here, which we most likely have to take. Yep, there's the ramp. I find in most cases when there's a ramp here, the next level or the objective is somewhere up there. At least something is up there. It's not just a useless ramp. Okay, it's not too much XP. We can just skip those. We are level 20, so like experience at this point is not a big deal. This should be Lost City right here. Excellent. Don't really need the waypoint, so I'm just going to hug the wall and hope Claw Viper Temple is like right there, the Valley of Snakes. Do not need the waypoint, so hopefully that's the case. Ask Drognet about the strange darkness. So the snakes are doing a ritual, and it's blocking out the sun. So we need to clear out not only the ritual of snakes, so we can actually get the sun back, but we also need the Amulet of the Viper, which is the second part of the Horadric Staff. So doing 2 objectives at once, basically, with this upcoming part. So dead end right there. Now that was a ramp, so hopefully we don't have to go back down. That's going to be a bit of wasted time. We did get the waypoint though, so if we end up really, really far away, at least we can town portal and then take the waypoint to save a bit of time. But I'm really hoping the Valley of Snakes is like right up here, so we don't have to do that. Alright, Ancient Tunnels right there. That's actually really good in Hell mode magic finding, but this is normal and we're leveling and questing. That's a dead end over there. Guaranteed dead end. It's never like that. Like the next level is never like that. We got Champion Pack. What is he? Stone Skin. Okay, that's not so bad. Just want to be a little careful here. These guys can do a lot of damage. Tal or Eth rune? Tal, I heard a rune. Please, Tal or Eth. We want that stealth while we're leveling. Eld. Okay, that's a completely useless rune. That's unfortunate. This looks like a dead end, so we're probably going to have to go down the ramp now. Unless we get lucky and it's like right over here. But I really don't think it's going to be like that. Would be great though. Come on. Oh, good. Okay, so this actually isn't a dead end, so it could actually be over here. Just run right by those guys. Come on, Lost City. Or not Lost City, Valley of Snakes, that's what it is, yeah. I always want to say Claw Viper Temple. Okay, here it is. Excellent. Almost thought this was going to be a dead end. So Valley of Snakes, now we go into Claw Viper. These guys can be dangerous. I don't know how dangerous they are on Players 8. They're not too bad in normal, which is where we are at. But with Players, ooh, my aura. Ooh, that's a bit scary. Let's try and get the Mercenary to take the damage. See, look at that big spike in damage. I got Rejuvenation Potions. I was prepared to press a Rejuvenation Potion the second I took a big spike. Luckily that did not happen. So we're okay. They're normally not that bad, but on Players 8 with the 40% extra damage, you can easily get charged, and then you can't even do anything. You can't open a portal. All you can really do is leave, and most people don't want to leave. So it's not their first instinct, and next thing you know it, they're dead in 2 seconds. So that's one of the reasons why these guys can be scary, especially in Nightmare in Hell. If I gave $1 for every time I was at the beginning of a ladder season reset, and I was a sorceress teleporting in this area on Nightmare, and then I died, that would be a lot of money to give, because, yeah, these guys are very scary in Nightmare in Hell early on. Especially on Players 8, which is important to note that that's equivalent to having a full party, which I usually am in when I'm doing a ladder reset, 8 people. So when I'm doing the Nightmare teleporting, yeah, they have 40% extra damage. So it's pretty scary, even with battle orders from a Barbarian in that case. So I guess you guys could basically say I'm not a big fan of this place. Normal, it's not a big deal. It's Nightmare in Hell that really matter. Alright, let's clear this out. This will be a lot stronger in about a level or 2 when I start getting more charged bolts, I think. Because it only fires off 3, so it's not as effective. So once we start getting a lot more bolts, that's when this gets really, really good. But it's still pretty good right now. The main reason I'm still running this build, even with only like 3 points, is it doesn't take attack rating. It hits every single time. And that's the main reason I'm running this, is because early on like this, without good gear, attack rating is pretty hard to really come by. So that's why I like running the charge strike early on as quick as possible, basically. Now this is where it gets scary. We have Fang Skin. This is going to be lightning enchanted, so I need to let my mercenary take this damage and to kill. Look at that damage right off. So trying to get the mercenary to get in there. I'm ready to use a rejuvenation any moment. Let the merc handle that. Ouch. Look at that spike in damage. That is some scary damage. Come on, mercenary, you got this. Okay, there we go. I was trying to play that as safe as possible. I guess I could have just killed him and used rejuves, but I still wanted to be safe. So there is our Claw Viper Amulet. We now have the Herodric Staff. So now we must go through the Arcane Sanctuary. Let's head up, talk to Drognin so we can get access to the Arcane.
Let there be light.
Let there be light. Okay, so shields, 1 socket. We'll just sell this stuff. So here's an example. Like, it's only selling for 134, right? Granted, there's no class skills on it, but some of these class-only items, they don't actually sell for a lot of gold, even if they have some skills on them. That one didn't, but still, regardless, it was a rare. You would think it would at least be like 1,000 or something, because some rares out there sell automatically for like 1,000. Okay, so let's see. Let's throw our rejuvenations up. We're about to hit 21. What's the next level? Do we still 3 charge bolts? Okay, so Arcane Sanctuary, now we can gain, same thing, I try to mix the words. We can now get access to the Harem, which will allow us to the Palace Cellar. XP Shrine, that's pretty nice. We won't make too much use out of this shrine, I think, because I want to focus mostly on just getting to the Arcane. If it's still active when we get to the Arcane quick enough, then it's going to be a great bonus to XP. But I'm not really interested in killing these guys. Gotta take the long route away. Come on, open the door. Excellent. Palace Cellar level 1. Waypoint's always in the center, but honestly we do not need it, so I'm going to skip it. Nice, there we go. Next level we'll have 4 charge bolts, not 3. That's excellent. Palace Cellar level 2. So the harems and the palace cellars are always down to the southeast. I always pick this one, just every time whenever I'm running a character through here. Now, level 3 to arcane is always in the center. How you choose to get there is... Oh, that's scary. That is very scary. I'm going to take a safer route. Hopefully the mercenary doesn't die while I'm doing this, though. Excellent, there we go. Alright, so now we get to the ultimate speedrun killer here besides Forgotten Tower, and that is, can you get a 4-way or a 1-way arcane? I always go northeast first because, for me personally, I find it seems to always be this way for me. So that's why I'm running this. Okay, that guy takes a lot of hits. I don't know if my bolts were just missing, it looked like they were. But either way, these guys sure take a lot of hits. No worries though, it is Players 8, so it's going to take a little bit of time to clear. I just don't want to die, that's all that matters. No dying. See, that guy died in 3 hits, so I don't know if that's like just because my bolts were missing. I think that's what it was. He's a small target, right? He's just a small, what are they called? I don't know what they are. But they're really small, so they don't get hit by every charged bolt, if any at all. So that's probably why it doesn't take a lot of hits. Yeah, see, 3 shots on that one. So, like, I don't know what the big difference was with the first couple compared to the last, like, 2 there. Excellent. Come on, 1-way. Did we get a 1-way? Come on. No, but, yeah, it looks like it is. It's looking like it. Usually you can tell by now if it's a dead end. I'm looking at the way the pathing is, and it looks like it's going to be the summoner. So we got to be really careful here, because again, I have to bring this up, which is, it is Players 8, so that's a lot of extra damage for the summoner. So we got to be really careful here. He's not casting anything yet, which is very good news. Got my rejuvenations ready. And he's dead. The summoner is one of those that can kill somebody if they're not paying attention for even a second. If you get hit by like 2 of those glacial spikes in a row, it's very easy to die. Okay, so star, that's straight north. Played this game long enough to remember where most of the symbols are. So straight north is star. So let's just get past everything. Almost level 22 here, which is excellent. Excellent. There's the star. Alright, we are good. Hopefully we can find Duriel quick. I'm not interested in tombing. We don't have to tomb. So we just need to get to Duriel as quick as possible. I don't want to spend too much time in here. Congratulations, Mercenary, on level 18. You are 3 levels behind me. That's kind of odd. He's been here the whole time without really dying. He only died once. Okay, so where would Duriel be? I don't really have like tomb maps memorized. I don't know if there are actual maps to memorize for tombs, but I'm gonna guess it's like down here. We'll just take a guess here. Tombs are so huge. So we'll just have to make do with a good guess, hopefully. 3 mana potions, that's gonna help. Might not have to go to town. Resist fire. Not a champion. Can we skip Please, can we skip? Ooh, that is scary. Okay, let's pull back a little. Hopefully we can kill this without taking too much damage. Neph rune. Man, we're not getting any Tals or Eth runes. This is unfortunate. Out of healing potions, we're going to head to town real quick. Okay, almost 22. So, it is kind of funny. Like, our area of effect isn't that great. That's more for Lightning Fury, but I was hoping for a little bit more area damage with the charge strike, with the bolts hitting multiple targets. Okay, we should be good on potions now. How much damage do we do? 158. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. Now, we are trapped here, but it looks like they're trying to hit me a little bit. I was going to say they're hitting my mercenary, I guess, because they're not hitting me. But then I took a big hit there. Let's check out this Grand Charm real quick. Neph rune. Small Charm. Okay. Small Charm, attack rating. 12 to life. Champion pack. Mercenary, get in there, please. They're ignoring my merc. No! Extra fast. Why are they ignoring my mercenary? Usually the mercenary is more useful than this, like taking the damage or at least doing damage, but he was missing a lot there. Okay, good. Excellent. That's a lot of XP. Well, at least we got our charms and potions. 15 of mana, not bad, I guess. Okay, let's try and skip past. Okay, yeah. We kind of pulled a couple of minions over there. I was hoping we wouldn't. Dead end, so we're just going to run all the way back. This is the downside to big tombs, is you have to do all the running back. It might be right here. I don't know if you guys can see on the map where my mouse is, right there. To the east. That's where we're going to check next. Okay, excellent. Please, no dead end. Now, north or southeast? I guess we'll check southeast. Four bolts and 30 extra damage. It's the bolts that we really want from the extra skills, because that allows more to come out and more to do damage, as you guys can see. Eth rune, excellent. Now we just need a Tal. We just really need a Tal. Give me that Eth. Want to make sure we pick that up. Something tells me that's a dead end. Ith rune. I don't know if you guys can notice here, but like ever since I got that 4th charge bolt from that level up, I feel like I'm doing a lot more damage now. The extra bolt makes a big difference. Because like if you fire 3 off that do 150 damage, right? And then you fire an extra one, like technically that's an extra 150 damage, right? 11 block, 16 block. Wow, that's a lot of block chance there. Maybe we should start picking up some decks. We're getting a lot of charms in Act 2, which is pretty nice. Some of them are okay. We can hold on to them instead of just straight up selling them. Extra life, extra res. They're all very nice. Okay, this should be it right here. Sometimes you can tell by the hallway, but sometimes it's a lie. But in a lot of cases, the way this is right here, the staircase, that usually means you're there. Another charm. Okay, let's check this out. 3 to mana, nothing good at all. It's looking like we might have to go to town soon. Like, we have to go to town for sure against Duriel, but I'd rather find Duriel first before going to town. Ouch. That was a little bit dangerous there. Okay, let's head on through. Please don't stun me. Good. I'm getting a little impatient because suddenly I'm skipping. Okay, good, we found it. Let's head to town. Getting a little impatient there because I was already spending a lot of time in tombs, a lot more than I wanted to. So let's move this around. Amulet, throw that in there. The charm, there's our staff. Okay, so we're gonna pick up potions, check and see what charms are worth keeping. Strength, don't really need. Dex, we'll keep it just for the block chance. Mana, that's terrible. What else do we need? Ith rune? No, we don't. We just need a Tal rune here. 12 to... Oh, no, I don't want to sell that. I'm going to actually rebuy that. 12 life is a good deal. It's only 700 gold that I wasted there. Okay, potions. Okay, here's a very nice tip I like to use personally, which is thawing potions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Those will give you cold resistances for, I think, 30 seconds, and they do stack. So Duriel does do cold damage, so thawing potions will help you take less damage from Duriel. It's still going to be a little scary, though. Okay, just to play it safe, gonna head to town. Now we're gonna use our thawing potions.
There's nothing the right potion can't cure. Thanks.
Give some to our mercenary here.
Thanks.
So our mercenary has 85 cold res and we have 50. We want the mercenary to have that cold res. Crap. Time's a ticking. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The mercenary having 85 cold res will help him live. Hopefully he will take low enough damage to where healing potions will keep him alive longer, so I can not take damage. So I can do free damage with my charge strike. That's what we want here. We want the mercenary to take as much damage as long as possible, so I can do the damage. That's what we need. See, this is what I don't want. Come on, hit the merc. Not me, hit the merc. Another good thing here would be max block, actually. I'm gonna do that. Let's actually hit a town. I'll have to get more thawing potions now, but let's actually do that. How much strength do we need? 30? Just 25. So we want to actually go max block here. This is why I love Pluggy, because we can actually switch up our stats here. 54. 67. I guess we'll just go around that. That should be good enough. 75 is the maximum, but we'll just go to that. So let's pick up some more thawing potions. This is not players 1, this is players 8. So bosses have like what, 800% extra health or something like that. So bosses get a lot of a boost from the players 8. Okay, Duriel, where are you? I'm actually missing him right now. That's funny. So it doesn't take attack rating apparently, but at the same time I'm missing all these shots. So it's like, does it or does it not? I'm not experienced with Amazons. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't take attack rating. So like, how am I missing all these shots? I might actually have to try inner sight here. Yeah, we have to try inner sight real quick. So this is going to be really quick here. It's no big deal. Charge strike, inner sight, rest of the damage. I love Pluggy. I can't live without Pluggy anymore, especially on players 8. So let's go ahead and try that inner sight. Come on, Duriel. The other thing too is it could just be like a boss thing, and maybe Inner Sight and Attack Rating actually don't have anything to do with it. Okay, I need to kite him here for a second. I need health potions. I don't want to waste all of my rejuvenations because this could actually be quite a while. So I actually want to make sure that I do have rejuvenations each time I go in. So that's why I'm leaving early now to get potions. Okay. So it doesn't look like Inner Sight actually plays a difference here. Like it, yeah, sure, it reduces the defense, but I don't think it matters except for the mercenary. Well, Duriel's at half health now. I think the other thing it might be too is I do have dodge and evade, I believe, the skill points in my passive tree. So that gives me a chance to like dodge and stuff. So I think that might be affecting as well how I'm striking. Okay, we're getting a lot of hits now. I'm seeing this. I'm looking at the lightning effect on Duriel, and it's hitting almost every time. Excellent. Almost there. Couple more strikes. Excellent. Claws, Amulet. Rare Amulet is really good, actually. 12 to energy, not really that great, except for extra mana. Balanced Knife here. Claws. So this will be a good example here. No class skills, but it's probably not going to sell for a lot anyway. So Duriel is down, which means now we have Act 3. 3 more acts to go, 2 down. Excellent. Bosses are a pain in the butt with Players8. So far, so good. Okay, so what do we have next? We have to talk to Jaren. We're going to head to Act 3 in a second here. I'm going to restock up on potions, and then after that, I think we are good. We'll end the episode here in a second. So let's head on up. I try to want to do like 1 act per episode if I can do that, around an hour played. If I can get faster than an hour, that's actually really cool, but I'm not too worried. See, 300 gold, 130 on that one. Just want to sell these potions. Light potions don't do too much, so I'd rather replace them with these ones. We have a lot of gold too, which is good. So let's check out some armor here. What can we get? So we have a regular armor, regular helmet, 5 energy, fire res. That's actually going to be quite nice. We're going to buy that. Ooh, that was a lot of gold. That was like, how much was that? That was like 9,000. Javelins. We have a regular javelin still. The javelin damage I don't think matters that much. As you guys saw, like we were doing perfectly fine with a Act 1 javelin. It's all about the lightning damage that comes from the skill itself. So javelin, like what javelin we use really doesn't matter that much at the moment, which is really nice. So I don't have to get a pylum or anything like that. We're doing pretty good so far. I'm liking the max block. I totally forgot to do that actually, because at low level, a lot of decks, or not a lot, it doesn't take a lot of decks, is what I meant to say. It doesn't take a lot of decks to get your max block at lower levels. So it's in some cases like an Amazon, or if you're playing a Paladin, the max block can be really, really good, especially against Duriel, which is why I decided to do that. It's a really good way to basically sit there, let your mercenary do free damage. You get to do damage as well. It helps with that survivability. Duriel is one of the hardest bosses early on, which is why it's important to do small little tricks like that. So overall, looks like we are pretty good so far in our Players8. I'm sure somebody's going to be like, oh, you're playing on Pluggy, not the original Diablo 2. I just like Pluggy. It's so much better for single player. But I guess in terms of a challenge, it's not the same. But either way, I just enjoy Pluggy, so I'm doing it on Pluggy, and that's too bad. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We're done with Act 1, done with Act 2. We will start Act 3 on the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I'll see you next time.